The largest contiguous piece of privately held land in the province.
The Great Land Grab. Nearly 2 million acres in exchange for a railway. Canada promised BC a coast-to-coast railway when it joined Confederation. In 1883, coal baron Robert Dunsmuir and his American investors formed the Esquimalt Nanaimo Railway Company. They were given cash and vast tracts of land. In exchange, they would build 70 miles of track.
There was no negotiation, no compensation, no disclosure of what was happening.
How do Indigenous people become trespassers on their own territory?
First Nation territories were now controlled by the railway company. Existing reserves were cut up and cultural sites destroyed to build the rail line.
When you see it on the map, when you see it laid out, and it covers a 20-mile swath of land from the coastline all the way to the backbone of Vancouver Island, it's an impressively huge area. It's not just a road right-of-way, it's a massive landscape.
With the railway built and the wealth extracted, eventually a series of forestry companies would come to own and control these lands.
And for the Hul'qumi'num people, they've been denied access to these lands. These forestry companies put up steel gates so that you cannot enter those lands without their permission. You cannot carry on traditional practices without their permission. Economically, they've been denied any access to the resources. Like cedar was an important resource. Well, they were denied the right to harvest because they don't have access to their territory. They don't have access to their resources.
These private forestry lands are free from many regulations, and the extraction of trees occurs at a scale not seen elsewhere in BC.
You can literally cut as much as you want in any given year, and that's okay as long as you meet a number of key kind of management objectives.
By the 2000s, these lands were sold again, this time to global investment firms and large pension funds. Forests became financial assets. Large parcels were sold for real estate development, pushing the land even further from return to First Nations.
Every employee of British Columbia and every employee of Canada, and I just learned that every employee of the Canadian military, they are the ones that own the territory through these pension funds.
This land was taken, sold, and resold, and many of us still benefit from it today. Through pensions, private property, profit, we're all connected to the Great Land Grab. So where do you fit into this story? And what should happen next?